Jennifer Petersen, Salem District. Erie was never more safe than when the mafia was in charge. It is a direct quote from my hometown newspaper in relation to a book written by Dominic DiPaolo titled The Unholy Murder of Ash Wednesday. It is about a mafia hit. Someone who grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania, I can tell you that it was relatively safe. We didn't have drugs, we didn't have guns, or we didn't have gangs in our schools. And even to this day, 35 years after the arrest of those involved in the mafia hit, that still holds true. I did a little research. In 2022, after a singular school shooting at a high school, all high school and middle schools implemented metal detectors. And 10 months later, proactively, they installed metal detectors in the elementary schools because of a school shooting in Newport News, Virginia, in an elementary school. Additionally, with no new instances and to be proactive, Erie voted to provide clear backpacks, x-ray machines, and threat detection technology to pinpoint threats. Spotsy, by contrast, this year alone has had the following. In September at Cortland, a threat of a school shooting scrolled across the bathroom walls. In January at Massaponax High School, a student had drugs and a gun in his parked car on school property during school hours. And most recently, a third grader who discharged a loaded gun in an elementary school classroom. Yet our MOU with the Sheriff's Office only guarantees 100% coverage of the high schools, a point I spoke to in 2024, and only recently the high schools received metal detectors. Pennsylvania has a 40.2% gun ownership, and my hometown is very concentrated in that. In fact, I know because my father was a licensed gun dealer and a gunsmith running a home business in which all gun work in Erie came either through our home, directly through his business, or through being outsourced through local gun companies to him. Virginia is only at 37% gun ownership, so guns aren't the issue. Yet, Pennsylvania schools, specifically my hometown, with the high gun ownership, has considerably lower gun crime, 1 incident in 2022 to Spotsy 3 incidences this year alone. And you know, with Mrs. Phelps talking about children being raped by a hire of this board and gun violence, it is pathetic that Ms. Cole and Dr. Medawar were laughing. It was caught on video. No wonder why safety is a joke in this district. And the truth doesn't mind being questioned. In fact, the majority voted to refuse an audit given the recent events involving SCPS employees, from a sub being convicted of battery to 11 raped students, which is not misinformation contrary to the narrative you want to put out there, Ms. Cole. Check the court records. In my opinion, is suspicious of something the board is trying to hide. Thank you.